Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? I am okay. Just found a cool ass metal finger pick on my floor. That's kind of good. Found my tuning fork too. Listen, let's see if this translates. I love these things. Absolutely love old school tuning devices. But yeah, I'm having a shitty day. I'm having a bad day. I woke up. I had to make an early morning journey to the drugstore to get one of my million prescriptions. The computers, for some reason, every time I go there to pick up something, the computers are fucking blown out, and I gotta sit and wait until the computers come back on. It's a fucking pain in the ass. Drugstore's a half-hour walk away. It's a drag, but whatever. And they botched my prescription, which is no fun. But whatever, it all gets sorted. And then I came home to the phone company calling me, my phone service provider calling me, because due to my life of fucking abject poverty, my welfare that I get every month only covers my rent and about half of my phone bill. So I'm perpetually behind on my phone bill. And I need my phone to do this kind of shit, right? So I got to figure out something for that, because I'm pretty fucking broke. But they're going to cut me off tomorrow if I don't give them something, so we'll figure that out. And I was going to go to the food bank I like to go to today, but because we had a mail strike earlier this week, and I fully support the mail strike. I need, when you go to the food banks, you got to take photo ID and some paperwork to show that you're on welfare, or you're still on welfare or whatever. And so you can't go to the food banks without that paper. So, and I desperately need some fucking food in my pantry. And I just got the paperwork 5 minutes ago. So, I don't know. I guess I can figure that out later this week. Anyhow, I'm done bitching. It's been a fucking lousy morning, but I see my little children's later on today. Hopefully that'll all turn around. And to cheer things up, I'm going to do a dip review of something people may have a bit of sketchy attitudes toward, but I don't know. I like the product, so and this is well, you'll see. I like this dip. A lot of people don't, but we're going to get into that. Anyhow, we are going to be dipping Skoal citrus pouches. Oh, yeah. Fucking, can you believe it? One of the, if you bandwagon and you go along with all the cool dippers out there on YouTube, this is like the lamest fucking thing I could ever be reviewing. But fuck it, because I am not a bandwagoner, and I am not a fucking... the dip people know, I don't bandwagon. I just like dipping. I don't dip anything. Happily, So yeah, Skoal pouches. So this, okay, I have where did I put it now? Oh yeah, so I have a can of long cut here. Citrus long cut. The pouch can isn't much different. The differences are the band around the rim of this lid here is gold rather than silver. And yeah, anything that would be silver on the can lid is more of a bronze kind of color. It's a nice looking package, I don't know. I think it's a cool looking can. I love the color of green. I don't know how well it translates, but I love this color of green. So, but yeah, this is made by the U.S. Smokeless Tobacco Company in Nashville, Tennessee. They make Skoal makes or that company, U.S. Smokeless makes Copenhagen, Skoal, and a bunch of budget dips like Suit and Tie Dip and Chew Guy reviewed one last night, I guess, a brand called Cougar. Never had Cougar, but he didn't seem too impressed with it. So, but anyhow, yeah. So there's warning labels: Skoal citrus tobacco blend pouches, 100% American tobacco. Net weight. Now the thing about pouches, this is 0.82 ounces. So the thing about when you buy a can of pouches is compared to a can of long cut, you get a fair bit more dip in the long cut, you know. But I've often said one of the reasons I like pouches, I much prefer long cut. I much prefer the feel of tobacco rather than fabric in my mouth. But the one thing I do find good about pouches is being in my fucking extremely poor economic situation. You know, when I have a can of long cut and I'm just dipping how I dip, you know, I'll get like maybe 10 pinches tops out of a can, you know, usually around 6 to 8. And that's, you know, 8 if I'm going fucking Canadian on it, you know. But by Canadian I mean little pinches, you know. But a can of pouches is you're definitely getting 15 dips out of it. Even though they're just little wee dips, you're still getting 15 dips. And, you know, and even in, you know, can of long cut, you know, maybe I'll get six or seven pinches out of it. If I double up on these and use 2 pouches, I'm still getting 7 dips out of it. So I'm not all against pouches. The only thing about them is you know, like they're good for when you need to be more discreet, when you need to throw your dip out in a hurry, whatever. There's a million reasons why pouches are good, but most dippers will agree with me. Long cut or snuff is better than pouches. And you know, thing about pouches is like Skoal spearmint, like that's the only way you can get that particular dip is in pouches. They don't make the long cut anymore, from what I've heard. You know, so that's another benefit. Sometimes you can find stuff in pouches that you can't find in normal snuff. But whatever. Anyhow, so yes, Skoal citrus tobacco blend pouches. It's not really anything on the back except guaranteed fresh, and this has a little fucking very hard to read best before date code. The only thing I can make out is sell by December 2, 2018. So I guess this is still a good product for a little bit, but you know, dip doesn't, I don't know. I don't find I've bought dip that's a year out of date, and you know, it's still dippable usually. But whatever. But I'm Canadian too. You know. Anyhow, we're gonna crack this baby. Even though it's pouches, it still sounds good. Oh yeah. And I gotta thank Hillary Thompson for sending me these. I'm very, very grateful. And yeah, I'm not against pouches by any means. I prefer long cut or snuff. So this is what you get in the can. Now these pouches are a little different. Now, okay, that's interesting. These pouches are different. Okay, now the Skoal spearmint pouches are called what they call a flavor flow pouch, and I've found one of the things about them is that there's a lot of fabric and like less tobacco in them. Like they're pretty. I don't know if that makes any sense, but these ones are more. There's a bit of a difference. I don't know if you can tell. You know, seems like it's a bigger pouch, but it's more tightly packed inside. These feel more like a grizzly pouch. I had a can of Grizzly peppermint pouches not so long ago, and I didn't like the way they felt. I actually ended up ripping all the pouches open and just having a can of Grizzly fine cut mint. So, but that's all good. But anyhow, so we're gonna pop one of these in. So it's just a standard fucking snuff pouch. Much bigger than a snus pouch. I'm not even in the camera. Fuck me, man. I'll even compare this to a snus, so you can get an idea on that. This is a Skoal snus, not a real Swedish snus. Sorry, but yeah, that's the difference there. So, anyhow, cheers. Citrusy. Let's go too. Yeah, immediately the pouch feel is more like a Grizzly pouch. I much prefer the way that these spearmint pouches feel. I don't know what the difference is between a flavor flow pouch and just a standard pouch, but I guess that's it. And yeah, it really just tastes like the long cut for the most part. Pouches usually take a minute or two for it all to develop, but Skoal citrus is a funny dip. When you crack it open, it smells like fucking lemon floor cleaner. Honestly, it does. It smells like Pledge, But I think it tastes really good. It tastes like lemon lime Jolly Rancher candies, pretty much. And the interesting thing I find about it, and I don't find this in any other dip, is often a dip will make your gums kind of tingle, and that's like wintergreens often will give you like a burn, or maybe a mint, like a really strong mint will give you a burn. Naturals like Copenhagen snuff, I get a pretty wicked burn off of. It's not unpleasant, it's just the way it is. Now, Skoal citrus, what I find is it doesn't really give you a burn, but it makes things numb. It numbs your jaw. That's what I found. So I find that interesting. It's an interesting sensation. I am one who very much appreciates sensations in my body. I like doing. That's why I've done so many fucking drugs over the years, I guess. But yeah, it makes your jaw go numb, which is really kind of weird. But it's not unpleasant. I like it. With pouches, these pouches are kind of dry. They don't make you spit as much. So there you go. Good for being discreet. Not as good as snus, but good for being discreet. So Skoal citrus pouches. I was expecting a little bit more from them because I was expecting them to be, these pouches are really moist and really, like, they're just, as far as a tobacco pouch goes, these are untouchable. I've never had anything quite like them, whereas these they just feel like a Grizzly pouch, or like your standard tobacco pouch. But yeah, pouches are good for some reasons. They're good. They're good if you're just starting dipping. You never tried it before, and you want to. I would never advocate starting dipping, but whatever. They have their benefits for sure. But anyhow, that's my review of Skoal citrus tobacco blend pouches, and I don't know if you can't get them in Canada, but I definitely recommend giving this stuff a shot because it's unlike any other dip I've ever had. Anyhow, that's me. I hope you're all getting well and having a good Wednesday. Yeah. If you listened to my radio show yesterday, thank you so much. I had a great time with Dylan. And until the next one, I'll see you later. Be well and stay free.